The year was 1945. World War II had just ended. Millions lay dead. Cities were in ruins. From the ashes of this devastation, a beacon of hope emerged: the United Nations. 51 nations came together with a shared dream. They yearned for peace. They pledged to prevent future wars. This was a bold vision. It was a promise for a better future. But is this promise still relevant today? The world had never seen such destruction as World War II. Entire cities were reduced to rubble, and millions of lives were lost in the most devastating conflict in human history. The horrors of the Holocaust shocked humanity. The systematic extermination of 6 million Jews and millions of others revealed the depths of human cruelty. The use of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki marked a terrifying new era. The sheer destructive power of these weapons brought an end to the war but left a lasting scar on the world. It was clear that the old world order had failed. The devastation was immense, and the suffering of displaced people was a stark reminder that something new was needed. The United Nations was born from this desperate need. Leaders from around the world came together with a shared vision of peace and cooperation. It was a response to the horrors of war. The goal was to create an organization that could mediate conflicts and prevent such atrocities from happening again. It was a commitment to diplomacy and cooperation. Nations that had once been enemies now sought to resolve their differences through dialogue. The signing of the UN Charter was a momentous occasion. It symbolized a new beginning, a collective promise to work towards a better future. Representatives from across the globe gathered in San Francisco. They came with hopes and dreams of a world where peace could be maintained through mutual understanding. They believed in the power of dialogue. Through discussion and negotiation, they aimed to resolve conflicts and build a more stable world. They hoped to build a system based on international law and mutual respect, a system where justice and human rights would be upheld. Could this new organization prevent another global conflict? The world watched with bated breath, hoping that out of the ashes of war, a lasting peace could emerge. The UN Charter outlines a complex structure, meticulously crafted to address the multifaceted challenges of our world. It aims to address a wide range of global issues, from peacekeeping and security to human rights and sustainable development. 6 main organs form the backbone of this organization, each playing a crucial role in maintaining international order and cooperation. Each organ has its own specific role and responsibilities, ensuring that the UN can effectively tackle diverse global challenges. The General Assembly serves as a global forum, where all member states can come together to discuss and deliberate on pressing international issues. It allows all member states to voice their opinions, fostering a spirit of dialogue and mutual understanding among nations. The Security Council is tasked with maintaining international peace and security, making critical decisions on conflict resolution and peacekeeping missions. The International Court of Justice settles legal disputes between states, providing a judicial framework for resolving international conflicts. The Economic and Social Council focuses on economic and social development, working to improve living standards and promote sustainable growth worldwide. The Secretariat provides administrative support, ensuring the smooth functioning of the UN's diverse activities and initiatives. Finally, the Trusteeship Council, now inactive, once oversaw the transition of trust territories to independence, playing a pivotal role in decolonization. This intricate structure was designed to ensure global cooperation, promoting peace, security, and development for all nations. The Security Council holds significant power within the UN system. It is one of the 6 principal organs of the United Nations and is charged with ensuring international peace and security. Its decisions are binding on all member states, making it a crucial body in the global governance structure. It is responsible for authorizing peacekeeping missions and imposing sanctions. These actions are vital for maintaining stability in conflict zones and for pressuring states or entities that violate international norms. However, its structure has been a subject of debate. Critics argue that it reflects the geopolitical realities of a bygone era and does not adequately represent the current global power dynamics. 5 permanent members hold veto power: the United States, Russia, China, France, and the United Kingdom. This means that any one of these countries can block any substantive resolution, regardless of the international consensus. This power was granted to the victors of World War II. It was a recognition of their pivotal role in establishing the post-war international order and their significant contributions to the creation of the United Nations. It was intended to ensure their commitment to the UN's mission. The idea was that these powerful nations would be more likely to support the UN if they had a guaranteed say in its most critical decisions. However, this veto power has often led to deadlock. When the interests of these powerful nations clash, the Security Council can become paralyzed, unable to take decisive action. It has hindered the UN's ability to respond effectively to crises. Situations that require urgent intervention can be stalled, leading to prolonged conflicts and suffering. The geopolitical landscape has changed dramatically since 1945. New powers have emerged, and the nature of global threats has evolved, raising questions about the current structure's effectiveness. The question arises, does this power dynamic still serve the interests of global peace and security? As the world continues to change, the debate over the veto power and the structure of the Security Council remains a critical issue for the future of international relations. The world today is vastly different from the one that existed in 1945. The end of the Cold War brought new challenges. The rise of new global powers has shifted the balance of influence. Globalization has interconnected the world in unprecedented ways. New threats have emerged, from terrorism to climate change. These complex issues require a coordinated global response. The UN's founding principles of multilateralism and cooperation are more relevant than ever. However, the organization must adapt to this new reality. Can the UN reform itself to effectively address the challenges of the 21st century? Section 6. The Test of War. Recent geopolitical crises have tested the UN's ability to act decisively. The ongoing war in Ukraine is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace. The UN has condemned the Russian invasion and called for a ceasefire. However, its efforts to broker a peaceful resolution have been met with limited success. The ongoing conflict in Israel and Palestine continues to defy resolution. The UN has played a role in providing humanitarian aid and advocating for a two-state solution. However, the situation remains volatile. These conflicts highlight the limitations of the UN in the face of entrenched political divisions. Section 7. A Promise Unfulfilled. The UN has faced criticism for its perceived failures. It has been accused of bureaucracy, inefficiency, and a lack of accountability. The organization's reliance on member states for funding and political will has often hampered its effectiveness. The UN's peacekeeping missions have been marred by controversy. Allegations of sexual abuse and exploitation have tarnished its reputation. The UN's response to humanitarian crises has been criticized as slow and inadequate. These challenges raise important questions about the UN's ability to fulfill its mandate. Section 8. Rethinking Global Cooperation. Despite its shortcomings, the UN remains an indispensable institution. It provides a vital forum for dialogue and diplomacy. The UN's work extends far beyond conflict resolution. It plays a crucial role in promoting sustainable development, protecting human rights, and combating climate change. The UN's specialized agencies, such as the World Health Organization and the United Nations Children's Fund, make a tangible difference in the lives of millions. The UN's Sustainable Development Goals provide a roadmap for a more just and equitable world. Section 9. A Call to Action. The UN is at a crossroads. The world faces unprecedented challenges that require global cooperation. The UN must adapt to this new reality. Reforms are needed to make the organization more effective, transparent, and accountable. Member states must demonstrate the political will to strengthen the UN system. We, the citizens of the world, must hold our leaders accountable. The UN's success depends on our collective commitment to its founding principles. The future of humanity may depend on it.